Presenter today with 1 million cups, John Beutner with Papel de Maíz, which aims to reduce waste and create jobs in Comalapa, Guatemala. I hope I said that right. By using corn husks to make various paper products. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Was it close at least? All right. John Beutner, everybody.
Hi, my name is John Beutner, and I'm the founder of Papel de Maíz. Oh, do I have a clicker?
You do, somewhere. Here it is.
Ah. Thanks. Okay. Hi, my name is John Beutner. I'm the founder of Papel de Maíz. Papel de Maíz is a corn husk-based paper products company that aims to solve environmental and business problems in Comalapa, Guatemala, and beyond. So the Papel de Maíz team consists of myself, John Beutner. Currently, I'm an intern at the Kauffman Foundation and a marketing specialist at Captain Ed's, and I'm also pursuing a degree in marketing and business analytics at PNW. And I'll also be partnering with Long Way Home. Long Way Home is a non-for-profit in Comalapa, Guatemala. They have a focus on economic empowerment, education, and sustainability. And they're going to be helping me make connections with local businesses in Comalapa and provide me with a location to manufacture my product. So Papel de Maíz aims to be part of the solution to two categories of problems in Comalapa, with those being trash and logistics. So the trash epidemic in Comalapa stems from its lack of a formal trash removal service, lack of space, and an increasing use of plastic and foam products. And then trash in Comalapa is typically thrown into the river, which is at the bottom of the pictured ravine, or it is burned often in homes that don't have proper ventilation. This has led to an increasingly toxic water supply and an increase in incidence of respiratory health problems. Businesses in Comalapa also have a lot of supply chain issues. They have a lot of problems getting products, new supplies of products in from faraway cities. So Papel de Maíz aims to be part of the solution to these problems by manufacturing biodegradable corn husk-based paper products that will take the place of their plastic and foam equivalents. Our products are also going to be manufactured locally using local inputs, which will help solve logistical issues. Our main competitors are single-use plastic and foam-based products, and this matrix compares our products to theirs on 4 features, with those features being price, biodegradability, use, and logistical advantage. So on price, we're going to be able to manufacture and sell our products for the same price as a plastic or foam-based product. We have a biodegradable product. And then like foam and plastic-based products, our products are designed for a single use. And then we also have a logistical advantage because we're manufacturing the products locally. So Papel de Maíz estimates that the total packs of plates, bags, and notebooks demanded per year is about 4,000 packs of products. We expect to capture about 14% of this market, or about 600 packs of products during the first year of operations. And then we have both B2B and B2B2C distribution channels. So you can see that in our B2B distribution channel, we're targeting tiendas, street vendors, and schools. And then in our B2B2C distribution channel, we're targeting tiendas, and then those tiendas are targeting final consumers, parents and their children who need notebooks, and then street vendors that are using bags and plates in their businesses. So our adoption strategies include educating consumers about the health and environmental problems regarding using plastic and foam-based products. The goal of this strategy is to create consumer demand for our products. We're also going to use direct sales to sell our products to tiendas, schools, and street vendors. We're going to explain how we can solve supply chain issues while maintaining the same price, and also explain the environmental and health problems we're trying to solve. Our estimated revenue for the first year is based on this business model. So as I said before, we're expecting to sell about 600 packs of products in the first year. The weighted average price per pack of product is about $12.65, which gives you a revenue of about $7,500. And our quarterly profits for the first year are in this graph. So our revenue is equal to our profits are equal to our revenue less any expenses for rent, labor, distribution, and variable costs for supplies. So not included in our profits is initial capital expenses for things like tools and manufacturing equipment. So our total profits for this first year are estimated at about $2,000. So obviously that's a really small profit on U.S. standards. However, I think it's important to keep in mind that in Comalapa, the average income for a low middle class person is about $1,600. So considering that, our profits are fairly high. Our growth strategies include increasing our market share by providing a consistent product and investing our profits back into the business so that we can increase our manufacturing capacity. We also expect demand to increase over time as people realize the health and environmental benefits of our products. Also recently, 3 cities in Guatemala recently banned various foam and plastic-based products. Of these cities, the most promising is San Juan. San Juan is located on Lake Atitlan along with 9 other cities that are considering similar legislation. If that goes through, that could potentially create a very large market for biodegradable products. So I'm entering into the big sell, and if I win the $5,000, here's my plan for what I'll do with that. Basically, what that'll do for me is cover the first 3+ months of expenses, and then it'll also help me out with some of the initial capital costs for things like tools and manufacturing equipment. And with that, I'd like to open it up for any questions. Thanks.
We have a question right in the back first. Okay.
It's not really a question, but I think your presentation was excellent. Yeah, I was intrigued the whole way through, so
Thank you.
I just want to congratulate you on that.
Thanks. Thank you.
Side, okay.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
The first question, how much of the Guatemalan natural landscape are you going to have to destroy in order to get the materials to build or to make all these paper products?
Yeah, so actually, in Comalapa, Guatemala, pretty much everybody is a corn farmer, and we're using corn as the input for the products. So, corn husks, which right now corn husks are typically thrown away, or they'll use it for like tamales and stuff like that. So, kind of using what's currently a waste product.
And then my second question is, like, how do you actually make the paper products out of the corn?
Yep, so basically what you do is you take the corn husks. First you've got to rinse them off, make sure there's no dirt on them, chop them up a little bit, and then you cook them for about 2 hours. This helps break down the fibers. Then you've kind of got this like pulpy mush. You've got to beat that down a little bit more, either with a hammer or you can use a blender to break it down more. Once you do that, you kind of put it into like a pool of water, and the pulp kind of like floats in there. And you have a screen that you run through it, and you can make different molds out of the screen. Dip the screen into the bucket, pull it up, and you've got pulp sitting on the top of the screen. Set that out to dry. If you're fancy, you might have some type of a compactor to compress it a little bit more. And then once it dries, you can peel it off, and now you've got a sheet of paper, or if you made like a plate mold, you've got a plate, a bowl, whatever paper product you're trying to make.
Cool. I have both a comment and a question. First, the comment. Can you scroll back to the slide that had the arrows? You had your demand. Is it possible, one more, I think, yeah. Is it possible that maybe the demand arrow should be pointing towards the final customer, like you're pulling your demand up to the final customer, and the arrow there, you're pulling from the schools? I don't know, that's just a comment maybe to think about. My question is, you have a great affinity to the region. How did you get connected to the region?
Yeah, so it actually started with an interest in something called earth ships. And earth ships are basically houses or buildings that are created using tires that are packed with dirt. So basically a way to use what we're wasting. So I was looking into earth ships, I was interested in them, and I found a place in Comalapa, Guatemala that's a non-for-profit, long way home. And they've created a school using earthship biotexture design. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go there and volunteer. So I went there and volunteered, and I saw their waste problem. We took a visit to the ravine, which is the local dump, and I'm like, wow, there's just like so much trash, and they don't have like a good place to put it. And then I was walking along a trail one day and I saw a corn husk, and I'm like, that kind of looks like a bowl or something. Then I looked into it more. I'm like, oh, you can make paper out of this. All right, that's cool. And then I was talking to somebody there about like my idea to make paper products. Said it's a good idea, so now I'm making plans to go back and start this little business up.
Any other questions? Why do you think that for so long in Guatemala, especially in an area where they have, as you mentioned, so many farmers growing corn, why don't you think anyone has ever thought to do this before? Is it an expensive ordeal to go through the process?
Yeah, I think there's like kind of a million different reasons for that. One of them would definitely be expenses, though. I mean, if you're a farmer in Comalapa, Guatemala, you really don't have any money, so you can't take that money and use it to make the initial capital investments that you need to start a business. But then, I mean, like, beyond that, like, I don't know, there's all different types of problems there, so.
Great presentation, John.
Thanks.
So you brought up the capitalization costs. Realistically, what types of equipment are you looking to purchase, and give a rough estimate on what they would cost?
Yeah, so I would say to really get like the most basic things that you need. So like I'm gonna need screens to make the different molds. I'm gonna need some basic power tools. I'm gonna need like a beater that kind of like beats the husks into a pulp. So you're looking at like probably like $5,000 ish to like really get like some nice stuff to use. But I could do it, you know, cheaper if I make some of this stuff myself or use, you know, older equipment, which is probably going to be the way it is at first.
The process you talked about took, I think you said, a couple hours.
Yeah, yeah, you're looking at like 3 hours to get it.
I don't know how long it takes to make paper now.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's quicker than that, I think,
way
right? Much quicker?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be something that would be a concern?
So if I was doing that in the United States, yes. If I'm doing it in Comalapa, Guatemala, no. But I would like to see like a larger paper manufacturer try to use corn husks as an input, just because, I mean, look at like Indiana and the Midwest, they've got so much corn and so many corn husks that we could use for things like paper.
We already do it anyways, too, with food. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember in college watching documentaries about how so many products of food that you don't even realize have corn put in there.
Yeah.
Corn syrup, corn this, corn that, corn
Yeah.
everything. So not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Not a bad
thanks.
idea. Any other questions? How about a big round of applause for John? Thanks, sir. Thank you. All right. That is going to conclude our presentations, I believe. RJ is going to give a presentation. Same format? Are we going to do the same format? Okay, we'll do the same format. So we got one more. Stay with us here. 1 Million Cups. One more video coming to you today.